Welcome back to Farm and Hammer, everyone. As you can tell, I am back on my camera here. I got my lens fixed, I guess the main issue was that this lens couldn't handle humidity. And now it looks like it's working, so I think I have that solved. And hopefully this camera is a little bit better than my cell phone. But anyway, guys, as you saw from the title of the video, yes, I did buy a sawmill. And I guess there's no sense in keeping you guys waiting. Here she is. There's also a butterfly that I believe is injured. Anyway, back to the sawmill. So you may not recognize what brand this even is. And it is a Mr. Sawmill. Where they got the name, I am not sure. But these things are made down in Arkansas. This machine, as you can tell, is used, and but honestly, for its age, it is in pretty good shape. It's a little dusty and dirty. It's been in the barn for a number of years, but it's still shiny. Paint's looking good, and the motor is still in great shape. So you may be asking, why in the heck I bought a sawmill? And yes, I do farm. We run cows here. And besides that, there's always ways to diversify and make money on the farm. And this is just another one of those things. No, it's not animals, but as you can hear behind me, we are in the middle of the woods. So part of owning a wooded property, got a bug on the lens there. Part of owning a wooded property is to manage your timber and your woods. And so every year, even in our pastures, we'll have a tree or two that the wind blows it over, knocks it down, uproots the tree, and we normally just end up having to cut the tree up and either use it for firewood or leave it lay. So we've never really been able to utilize it that well, and hopefully with this sawmill, all of our wind-blown trees, we can actually throw them on the sawmill and get some use out of them. So I'll be using logs that are blown over by the wind, uprooted. And this property also has some old fences on it. And those fences, the trees around the fences were never cleared or cleaned. And so some of those trees are actually pretty large. And of course now the fence, there's nothing hardly left. There's some fence posts and wire on the ground, but it's pretty much rotted away. So we have a dozer coming out here, supposed to be here now, but it may be a couple weeks or a month. The guy with the dozer is going to come out, clean all the fence rows up. He's going to make a 10 or 15 foot wide path so we can take the tractor and bush hog around the property. When he knocks down a lot of those trees, we're going to try to utilize all of them that we can. So there's a number of walnuts, there's some cherry, locust trees even. Yes, they do make good lumber. Locust trees, cedar trees, trying to think if there's anything else. Of course, some American elm, which I don't know how well those are going to do on a sawmill, but I know the lumber isn't that great. So anyway, there's a number of trees that are going to be pushed over here soon, and I really wanted to utilize them and not just see them go to waste, because if I wasn't going to use them, they're just going to be pushed in a brush pile and burned later. I always hate wasting things, and this is just another one of those opportunities to turn what would be a waste product into hopefully some profit, and hopefully get this sawmill paid off. So just a little bit more about the sawmill. It cuts 36 inches in diameter. It is on a little trailer. Obviously, these axles aren't meant for a lot of weight, so if I'm putting a big log on, I will have to jack it up and set some blocks under it so it can actually hold the weight. Sorry, I had a gnat on the lens. So because these axles aren't real heavy duty, if I'm going to put a big log on, I do have to put concrete blocks along the sides and jack it up and get these tires off the ground so they aren't holding the weight. But so it can cut 36 inches wide, and it can cut an 18-foot log, which I don't expect to have any that big. We don't have any pine trees around here, so most of our logs are going to be 10 to 15 foot, if that. So what I paid for the sawmill, I paid $4,900 for this sawmill. So if you go to the Mr. Sawmill website, you will see this is a Model 30. And the price on there for a brand new one is $9,900 and some dollars. So basically $10,000 for this sawmill new. And I'm assuming you've never heard of this brand. I really hadn't either. But the last couple months I've been researching sawmills. I've been watching sawmill channels on YouTube for years. I was one of the, I was following Out of the Woods. I was following his channel almost almost when he started. He maybe had a couple thousand subs when I found him, and been watching his videos ever since, just because I thought it was interesting, not ever because I thought I would own a sawmill myself. But yeah, it's always interested me, and as soon as I learned that we were going to be clearing the fence rows on this property, I really started looking for a sawmill. And just like the housing and car market right now, things are pretty crazy in the sawmill world. So I'd gotten a quote from Wood Miser, and I was gonna get an LT 15 wide, and that one also cut 36 inches. I think it was a 17-foot deck, but it didn't come with the trailer tow package, which you can add it. I also added a power feed to mine for my quote, and in total it was gonna be $12,500, I think. And that was with their $600 discount, and that was also farm tax free. Anyway, so the Wood Miser was gonna be around $12,000. It wouldn't have come with the trailer package, but it would have had power feed and all that, but I wouldn't have been able to haul it anywhere if I wanted to. And the big downside about the Wood Miser, it was gonna take 44 weeks for me to get it. So it would have been next June or July by the time I actually ended up getting the sawmill here. And that's if they didn't have any more delays. A minimum of 44-week wait time, and that's what really sucked about Wood Miser. And I had contacted all the other sawmill companies, Timber King. I had gotten the same kind of deal from them. They're roughly the same price and roughly the same wait time. Norwood, their sawmills, same exact thing. It was going to be almost a year before I got theirs. And of course, Norwood's you have to assemble yourself. But I was actually about to pull the trigger on the Wood Miser. Like many of you, I'm sure, I am always on Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist. Of course, Craigslist used to be huge. I was on there all the time. And now Facebook has kind of taken their business. But I'm on Marketplace and Craigslist all the time looking. And I have alerts set up for sawmills, tools, other things that I'm looking for. So I happened to get an alert on my phone that this sawmill had been posted on Facebook, and I contacted them 30 minutes after the post had been up, and they said someone had already contacted them, was going to come look at it, so they had first dibs. But then they messaged me a couple minutes later and said, never mind, the guy was wanting us to hold it for him. They said, we're not holding anything, so if you want it, you can come get it. So me and my brother went out that night. We took a small little limb, a little walnut limb, about 8 inches in diameter, just so we could try it out there, and he showed us how it all worked. He demoed it for us, and then we got to try it ourselves. Everything seemed to work pretty well. Of course, it is a used sawmill. He had owned it for 7 years. They bought it to cut some beams for their horse barn, and then after that, I'd just been sitting in their barn. So it has less than 20 hours on it. It was sitting in the barn up until a week or two ago when he took it out to sell it. So yeah, that's why it's in such good shape. It may be pretty old. I say pretty old, but it might be about 10 years old. But he had only owned it 7 years, and there's only less than 20 hours on it. So it is essentially a newer machine, and it's been well kept, you can tell. So my plans for this sawmill, no, I'm not planning on becoming a full-time sawmill operator. But obviously, like I said, we got some timber here that we're going to be clearing, and going to be cutting up those logs. My brother does some woodworking, so he's going to take most of the lumber, and we'll have some for sale on Facebook Marketplace, I'm sure, and Craigslist. But we'll see if I can even sell any of the lumber. But besides just the logs on the farm here, of course, there's always neighbors that have, whenever we have a tornado around here, there's always neighbors that have some trees fall down and get blown over, and I'm sure they'll be happy for me to come and get rid of them for them. So get some logs there. I've also been in contact with a couple urban loggers locally, and they may be able to hook me up with some logs they take from some of the towns and cities. So that's the plan. I'm not going to be sawmilling full time, but whenever I happen to get a free log or we have this place cut, I'll definitely be throwing a log or two on here and getting some lumber cut. So what does this mean for future videos? Obviously, I still post one farm vlog a week, and that will continue to stay the same. As soon as it starts cooling off here, which I'm hoping by the end of August it'll start cooling down. It's been in the 90s for the last couple weeks. As soon as it starts cooling down, we will definitely be demoing this and throwing our first actual log on here to show you guys. And then after that, after we get some of this timber cleared, I will hopefully be doing a log or two every weekend, and that means hopefully I'll have a sawmill video for you guys once a week as well. So I'll have a farm video once a week and a sawmill video once a week. That's my goal and my plan at the moment. We'll see if all that happens. So anyway, we basically just got this home. We've had it for a day. On this property, they've got this old shed with a bunch of junk in it. We're working on getting that cleared out so I can park it in there for the time being. And then I don't know for sure where I'm going to put it and where we're going to actually saw, because we need to have it on level ground. A concrete pad would be preferred. I will say, out of all the sawmills I've looked at, this is the only one I've seen with metal tanks. Most of them have tiny little plastic tanks that I'm sure aren't UV protected. So these are some thick steel tanks. I'm kind of surprised. They're not very big, but anyway, that's them. It did come with some old blades, which I'm sure most of them need to be resharpened and realigned, but we'll get to that later. And motor-wise, it's got the 24 V-twin. It's a Honda, like I said, less than 20 hours on it. So I'm sure this thing has got a lot of life left. And other than that, this thing is pretty simple. That's about all there is to it. It is all manual, so there's not a whole lot that can go wrong. And if something does go wrong, I should theoretically be able to fix it on my own. And Mr. Sawmill, their website there, they do have a bunch of replacement parts and things you can buy if something does go wrong. But we've got a number of other logs that have already been cut and are just sitting on the ground waiting for someone to use them. And we've got 2 big cherries. One of our neighbor has 2 big wind-blown cherries, and they're big cherries. So I'm hoping to get those soon. We also have a big post oak that came out of our yard, and we've got a big red oak that fell down that way. And most of it's going to be too big for this sawmill. It's probably in the 40-some inch diameter range, but there's a number of trees that have already fallen down that we could definitely saw up and utilize. So anyway, guys, I've done enough rambling. That's pretty much all this video was. I was just going to show you guys the new sawmill. Like I said, we're not going to cut anything today because I don't have any logs ready and I haven't leveled the sawmill out. But whenever I find a place to store it and put it and get a log over, we will definitely demo it for you guys and get our first log on the sawmill. So if you guys are new to the channel and you want to see some sawmilling videos, please hit the subscribe button. And for all of the returning subscribers, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope you guys look forward to the new sawmilling videos as much as I will. So appreciate you all watching, and with that being said, I will see you all next time.